So your wife is fed up with her sports car and she says it's time you got serious and you need a 7-passenger SUV because you got to take the kids to all their sporting events and the kids' friends too. Well, don't panic. Just because SUVs are more commonly boring and certainly not fun to drive, there is a huge exception. Behind me, the 2018 Dodge Durango SRT. Will it solve this problem? And will I be impressed? Let's find out. Well, it might not look like a grown-up 7-passenger SUV on the outside, but it is, despite its extremely bold and aggressive looks. It's a very rare occurrence that an SUV brings smiles to your face, but this one certainly does. Check out those cool, aggressive alloy wheels and the hood scoop, along with the SRT and 392 emblems. Wow. It looks super cool and bold from just about any angle, and the SRT and those large exhausts give it away. This one is a screamer. It just beckons you to get in and drive it fast. And don't worry, we will. I'll show you what the 0 to 60 is like later. Stay tuned. The aggressive looks continue inside, and they definitely tell you that this is probably not your mom's SUV. It's got sporty seats in Alcantara. Actually, I hate that feeling. It's like velvet to me. Ugh. I'm more of a leather and lace guy. But they are certainly sporty looking. They definitely hold you in when cornering. And they are also all power and ventilated and heated too. The aggressive look is continued on the doors. It matches the stitching on the seats there. And a little bit of a chrome look there coming across too. Also carried over on the dash. And then into the infotainment screen. And this is a Chrysler Dodge Fiat product, and I am certainly a fan of the layout here. You have buttons behind the steering wheel which help you control the volume and the channel, and this infotainment screen is just super intuitive. It's just laid out so well, and everything you want to get to is just right at your fingertips. You can see the song, the title, your presets all at once. Really nice. And in my Drivin Ivan technology integration score, I give it very high marks because I like the fact that it has a volume and a tuning. Also, it's got adaptive cruise control that's easy to use, Bluetooth of course, phone integration. It's all there with the USB inputs and chargers galore. And so therefore, in my Drivin Ivan technology integration score, I'll give it a very strong 9.75 out of 10. It's just really good, and I think other manufacturers should take note as to how they do things here at Dodge. The armrest is pretty large, but the storage inside is not. It's kind of shallow, but you do get a charger in there and also a place to put in your DVDs. Moving forward, there's a bit of storage and 2 cup holders as well. The transmission, which has a manual mode as well, and you do have paddle shifters. Make no mistake, this is a serious high-performance vehicle. Storage here, and those 2 USB inputs that I talked about earlier, along with the aux for your phone, and another charger down there as well. Dual zone climate control. Push button start with keyless entry, the great adaptive cruise control that I mentioned earlier also. Menu right here, which controls the screen right up in the center there. The gauge cluster has an interesting layout. The tachometer is most prominent, and then you have the speedometer on the left, and then the temperature and fuel gauge over here. There's also your speed readout right here, digitally. Even the pedals look aggressive and cool. To the left of the steering wheel, controls for your lighting, and on the door, controls for your door locks, windows, outside mirrors, and also some more storage down here, and a couple of memory settings too. Check out those Brembo brakes too. You've got them front and rear, very cool. In the back, you have 2 sort of captain's chairs, and they've got the SRT logo on them too. You've got the DVD rear entertainment package here with dual DVD monitors and everything you need to hook them up, and headphones to watch them too. And you're not suffering at all back here as well in terms of a vent, and also your seats are heated, and you have 2 USB inputs and a real outlet too. 2 more cup holders between the seats here too. Nice. It's also quite easy to get this second row of seats out of the way. You can pull this up if you like and have very easy access to the rear 2 seats here. So 7 passenger seating altogether, and still some room back here for even more storage and grocery getting. Check out my disc golf discs here and my disc golf videos. It's a fun game to play. You should try it out. And there you have it. A very capable 7-passenger SUV with plenty of utility. There's also another charger and some clips back here in case you want to tie some things down. Powering the Dodge Durango SRT 392. Durango is a 6.4-liter Hemi V8, pumps out 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, and has a towing capacity of 8,700 pounds. The TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic is mated to that engine, and you can shift it yourself 2 different ways, of course, with the paddle shifters and on the shifter itself. 0 to 60, just 4.4 seconds, onto a quarter-mile time of 12.9 seconds. Whew! Fuel economy? Well, not so much. 13 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway. You can expect 15 miles per gallon overall. Pricing for the 2018 Dodge Durango SRT 392 starts out at $62,995. The adaptive cruise control with stop is $24,995. Other options include advanced brake assist, blind spot and cross path detection, full speed forward collision warning plus, and lane departure warning plus. There's the $1,995 rear DVD entertainment center, the $1,500 SRT interior appearance group, the $995 trailer tow group 4. That includes the 20-inch 6.5-inch aluminum spare wheel, 7 and 4 pin wiring harness, and the class 4 receiver hitch. There's the $595 20-inch by 10-inch low gloss black multi-spoke wheels. And so you're out the dealer door with all those options at $71,670. A heck of a lot of money for a 7-passenger SUV, but when you consider some of the imports, well, it's not all that expensive considering the performance. If you want this sort of performance in an SUV, you've got to go to something really exotic like the Bentley Bentayga. Check out my review of that one, or something else that's uber exotic like Lamborghini's SUV or Maseratis. But this is all American. It's a Hemi. It reeks of muscle, and that's really what makes it stand out. What else makes it stand out? Well, launch control set, apply throttle, here we go. It's amazing that this 7-passenger SUV has launch control, and it's amazing how fast it is. Another cool fact, well, if you're actually not going fast and you're trying to save fuel economy, it actually slips into 4-cylinder mode to save you fuel. And that's pretty cool. They've specially configured the transmission in the Durango here specifically for this SUV to make sure that you get the maximum traction at all times based on this large vehicle's weight and dimensions and grip ability and things like that too. So they've really engineered this Durango to really go fast and really blow the doors off of anything else out there. So that's kind of impressive. It's really cool how you can dial this thing in, track, street, or sport settings for the transmission, the stability control, the all-wheel drive, the suspension, and the steering. Pretty cool. You can also set it up automatically for track, sport, or a custom setting, auto, snow, and also towing mode. Really, really cool. And it also tells you what's going on up here in the center. Traction control off for track. Let's check the 0 to 60. Wow, that is fast. It just holds the gear, and then when you go to downshift, matches revs for you. That is just good stuff. You wouldn't think you're in a 7-passenger SUV. Listen to those sounds. Oh, holds the red line. Very, very cool.
SRT, Street Racing Technology. That's what it stands for, and Dodge certainly means it.
Checking out the night look on the SRT Durango here. Very, very nice. Nice sporty red glow. Just on the gauges though, everywhere else is this nice, I think, luxurious light blue coloring. So yeah, definitely a cool night look. Of course, it also stands out because it is a 7-passenger SUV, and if you've got 4 kids but still want to have a lot of fun and want to drive a fast car, well, you can justify this to the wife. Sure, it's a lot of money, but hey, just buy her a nice piece of jewelry or a really, really nice handbag or something, and maybe she'll let you have it. You can also justify owning it because it's got every safety feature on board: automatic braking, adaptive cruise control. This SUV is looking out for your safety at all times. And since it's all-wheel drive, it's good in all weather, snow, adverse conditions. Plus, you've got the ability to go off-road if you absolutely need to. And of course, the torque to handle it and to handle towing as well. Even your kids will love it because of that rear DVD entertainment package. That should keep them occupied on long trips. So what you really have here is a very capable 7-passenger SUV. Well, that's how you justify it anyway. But you know what you really have here is an absolute beast of an SUV that can outperform most every car on the road. And that's what makes it stand out. That great Hemi engine, the tradition of that Hemi engine and the Chrysler Dodge history. That's what this Dodge Durango SRT brings to you, and that's what makes it so incredibly awesome and sensible too, of course. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to check out all of my other car videos. Check out my Hellcat review. Check out my V8 Mazda RX-7 convertible engine swap. That's a pretty cool car. And all the cars that I owned, you can see those elsewhere on my YouTube site. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. Share my videos with your friends and family. And of course, thanks for watching. I'm Drivin' Ivan.